Aristotle, one of the most influential philosophers in history, left behind a wealth of wisdom and philosophical insights. Here are 50 of his most notable quotes. "The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Happiness depends upon ourselves. Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow ripening fruit. The law is reason free from passion. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living from the dead. To avoid criticism, say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. The whole is more than the sum of its parts. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. Hope is a waking dream. Man is by nature a social animal. The worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal. In all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous. Quality is not an act, it is a habit. Friendship is essentially a partnership. The greatest virtues are those which are most useful to other persons. He who has never learned to obey cannot be a good commander. Education is the best provision for old age. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. The more you know, the more you realize how much you don't know. All human actions have one or more of these 7 causes: chance, nature, compulsions, habit, reason, passion, desire. The ideal man bears the accidents of life with dignity and grace, making the best of circumstances. Wit is educated insolence. It is not enough to win a war, it is more important to organize the peace. Nature does nothing in vain. The one exclusive sign of thorough knowledge is the power of teaching. The wise man does not expose himself needlessly to danger, since there are few things for which he cares sufficiently, but he is willing, in great crises, to give even his life, knowing that under certain conditions it is not worthwhile to live. No great mind has ever existed without a touch of madness. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living from the dead. It is easy to perform a good action, but not easy to acquire a settled habit of performing such actions. The soul never thinks without a picture. Happiness is the highest good. All men by nature desire knowledge. Without friends, no one would choose to live, though he had all other goods. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. The law is reason, free from passion. Nature does nothing uselessly. Character may almost be called the most effective means of persuasion. Happiness is a state of activity. The end of labor is to gain leisure. We become just by doing just acts. The ultimate value of life depends upon awareness and the power of contemplation rather than upon mere survival. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. What is a friend? a single soul dwelling in two bodies. Those who educate children well are more to be honored than they who produce them, for these only gave them life, those the art of living well.